Hello folks, hope you're having a good Sunday. Getting the stream off a little bit early today. I was going to start 30 minutes ago, but I had some emailing that came through unexpectedly and I had to take care of it. But 10 minutes early is still better than late, right? My name is Joel Duggan, if you haven't figured that out already. It is the name on the channel and all of the social media. And this is the Citadel. It's a 5-year-old Minecraft server, mostly vanilla, a few little tweaks like a map to help us build a giant city. We are in 119 as of Friday. We found a mangrove swamp yesterday and we were able to bring back some mud and some mangrove roots and some mangrove wood and trees and things. So I think we might try to play around with that a little bit and try to see at the start here if we can use some of these new materials in any of the new builds. I want to start with the mangrove wood. So let's, I don't have a data pack for this yet, so we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Those are the basics. So we've got this kind of thing. I feel like we could maybe make that a roof. This one in particular is probably going to be easier to work into a roof. Raj, yeah, I know there's all the different pieces of the mangrove root or mangrove wood, but I'm looking at incorporating it into roofs, as I mentioned. For the folks that don't know, I do a podcast about Minecraft called The Sponge Chunks, which means that I'm up to date on most things. And no, I haven't fought the warden, specifically because you're not supposed to fight the warden. And what's more, I don't care to fight the warden. Let's see here. I feel like, I know our crimson wood is inside. We've got acacia wood. Oh, that's a jungle sign. So that's potentially something we can use as well in the roof for a different texture. Do. And fill some of these in. Oh, I didn't bring any slabs. That's fine. See, even something like that could work, you know, if we wanted to kind of like partially cover some of these. That might work. That does not. Ollie H01, thanks very much for the Prime sub. 3 months in a row. Unlocking that water keystone badge. Very much appreciate the support, my friend. Ooh, coffee's hot. Coffee's hot. Man, I burned my tongue last night on dinner. And there's very few things in the world that make me that angry. Because it's always like your first bite. It's not like you burn it on your last bite. You burn it on your first bite when the food is hot. And then you can't taste the meal the way that you wanted to. Go get some crimson wood just quickly. What I should do today is automate this bamboo. I mean, it's kind of fun to come in here manually whenever I want and just chop it down. But it would be easier. Oh, this is like purple. I don't know about this. Free stuff, exactly. I've been trying to think about this space a lot too. I think I want to put a building here, and I think it might mean that I cover this door up. I'm not really sure. I don't think I'm going to keep this door, because it wouldn't make any sense, right? What's going to make the most sense is have one entrance, which is right here, that is fortified and well protected within the keep, right? So, oh, my texture pack is still not working. Huh. That's frustrating. Doesn't really go with that either. It goes better with the acacia. Yep, I think like with some darker browns and stuff, I think this would look okay. And let's go with, put the acacia back. We'll try strip spruce. And dark oak. Guess we have to be careful of the way that the grain goes, depending on how we want to use this. I feel like it goes better with the darker wood. Yeah, that's nice. What about planks? Not bad. Not bad. They're very close in tone, so the contrast is low. But they still work together in terms of the color temperature and stuff. We want to use this with some geometric depth and stuff, though. I think if I was to do this, you'd have to choose. Like, you'd have to choose. If you're going to do these logs, you'd have to go planks or stripped. But if you're going to use these, I feel like you then have to go with a log. Because if you don't, then it just looks like too much of the same texture. Cool. Okay. Some ideas. You think copper goes well with the mangrove wood? I don't remember where I put my copper. I thought I had copper out here. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it's not awful. Wouldn't be my first choice. You could definitely make that work. You'd need a darker block. You'd need a darker contrast block. This with like black or something would be really, really impressive. What about the green ones? I mean, this is just going to look like Santa's workshop, right? Like, not bad, but like, Merry Christmas. I would not be able to unsee that. Frog lights could work really well in an ancient city, yeah. We don't have any, we haven't done the whole frog light thing. We know where there's frogs. I guess that's the thing too, is that like today I might want to hook up our nether to the swamp. So a couple things I want to work on. I want to try to decide on what I'm going to make this flower shop. And I also want to choose a palette for this place. Right off the top of my head, the palette that I have picked out doesn't actually use any of the new blocks, which is frustrating because I kind of want to play with the new blocks. Crimson Crafter I've actually loaded into 119, and all it's highly likely that I'm never going to go into 119 because my server might wait for 119.1. Oh, you've not actually loaded into 119. Yeah, we decided the one update should be minimal. I don't imagine it'll be too much of a shift from one to the other. I'm debating whether we could try this with mangrove wood, like the stripped mangrove wood. Might look good. We'd have to remove the bricks at the bottom, but that's okay. Let's just turn some of this into the stripped stuff. Need more than 6. Rain! It's only been 20 minutes. At least the inventory isn't full. So the tricky part about the mangrove wood is that when you strip it, it faces that way. So you can do this as well. Probably going to be the better way to do it, which means I need stuff like this on the end. Oh, I missed a spot. I don't know whether we should frame that or whether we should leave it. I kind of wonder whether a jungle frame, whether keeping the roof light would look good. So we can try that. I'm going to need more mangrove very shortly. Now jungle wood should be the same. Yeah. It actually it reads pretty well. Like it doesn't it's not too red. If you think about it as like a red roof, it does sort of feel like a roof tile, especially with the texture going that way. I don't like that there's a weird shadow on it. Do the other logs do that? They probably do. It's just that we always have it going vertical, right? Where is... Yeah, they have a shadow on the side. We just always stack them going the other way. Yeah, you can see it there. Which means that that actually is in the wrong... That's in the wrong spot, right? That's better. Noticing mistakes I made weeks ago. Yeah, so that might be something we can work with, because we do have like trapdoors and things. Could use this to break up things a little bit. Mangrove would be fun for barns? Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. I could absolutely see that. I think I'd rather put planks here. Yeah, that breaks it up nicely. We could also put a window in there somewhere too, so it's not too much. We can also add some, you know, greenery on the roof. I don't mind that it's got a dark oak bottom. We're definitely going to have to... Well, we'll remove these, obviously. Whoop. Yeah, the circle in them is nice. It's a nice little change. Oh, I did stairs. Let's try that. We'll have to then fix some of these. Nope. No, that's right. I don't know. I sort of like that, but at the same time, I wonder if we could reduce this height by 1 and then lower everything by a block, and then that way the outside would be higher than the inside, which I think would be better. So for example, we could also go this way and have this go up by 1. But I like the other, I think I like the other direction better. Yeah, the jungle, I was not expecting a lighter block to go with it quite so well. I would imagine birch would probably look good too. Would be my guess. We'll leave that like that. And then this will have to go that. No, wrong. In here. Yeah, the doors are nice too, and I plan on using the doors in some of our fancier builds around this area. For anybody that's new to the stream, this particular area of the town is supposed to have more money and more fancier shops and things, so I thought that having those fancy red doors would be a nice way to do that, you know? Do I want this to be any taller? I'm actually thinking that lowering it by a block is probably a good idea. We might be able to do something fancy across the top. Whoop! Didn't fill that in. That's not right. Oh, I'll fix that later. Oh, I guess this would have maybe a ridge in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I think we'll leave it. We might have to come up with something interesting to do on that corner. Cosmic Dancer gifting a tier 1 sub to Crimson Crafter. Thanks so much, Cosmic. Really appreciate that. Crimson, I know you were already in the Discord, but for anybody else that's wondering, a tier 1 or a Prime Gaming sub or subscribing on patreon.com/JoelDuggan will get you access to the Discord. And it is a super nice and nerdy place. I think you will like it. And I want to say a big shout out to the people that have received gift subs and then have gone on to continue their gift sub after it runs out. They decide that they like it and they want to stick around. I think that's very, very cool. I think that might be the whole of it. We might need to go chop down that other tree. I should back up a second here and just make sure I'm really wanting to make this red. I think I do. I think it looks good. We're going to have to remove that. I think that's too much red in one view. I wasn't in love with this anyway. The other option would be to put this on this roof. But I feel like that might be a better use of it over here. Especially, I didn't look to see. I feel like the red flowers, red roses are, yeah, they're very bright compared to that. All the flowers in the game, I think, are pretty saturated compared to the blocks. Nicolette, hello, welcome back. Thanks for those links in chat, Cosmic, appreciate it. Right, we need to go chop down the other tree. Do we? We certainly don't need very many leaves. Whoop, that was my head. Did I miss any bits? Probably not. Thankfully, the roots do not take very long to rip down. I don't know if we missed any or not. Oh man, I went right through the acacia. I guess those are transparent blocks, that makes sense. It's hard to see. Can I climb this? Oh, almost. Oh, there we go. I got it. Aha! Straggler. I think that's all of them now. And I've got some roots. We'll be able to make lots of muddy mangrove roots. That's good. Do the roots automatically go away like the leaves? I don't believe so. No. No, I'm pretty sure that you have to rip them down. Did it take long to find the mangrove biome? It was... Oh, I don't remember. Did we look? Yeah, we went south first. The first day we went northeast, then we went southeast, and then I went northwest, and we found it when we went northwest. And it was just very close to the Badlands, where all of our mesa builds are, like where my skeleton farm is, and where we mine in the mesa. That's where we found everything. So then we go 2 more, but this is the middle, so this is not right. This is the middle, right? One, two, three. Yeah. Cool. Conveniently, there is scaffolding right here. And then we can come up with something cool to do up here, like we could maybe use some jungle trapdoors. Yeah, I think that works. Again, we might want to put a window somewhere up there, just so it's not so much of the same. We could attempt to put in a little bit of texture, but I feel like while I like the stripped mangrove wood, I'm not a big fan of the mangrove planks. I just feel like they're a little bit too, I don't know, it's like the highlights on them are too bright, if that makes any sense. It's like the little white parts are just a little bit too bright for me. Not the end of the world. We can still do it. We can still use it. Yeah, I mean, it sort of works. It'll work when we have some more stuff covering it, right? Because then we can go in, I feel like because we've used the jungle wood on the trim, it also is going to give us an opportunity to use jungle wood, jungle signs. We might be able to even use some jungle trapdoors. I'm not a big fan of the trapdoors, but we could potentially have some stuff going on up here. Like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So like It's too busy. Whoops. Oh, come on. I don't like that you can't jump off of scaffolding. I find it very strange. I always seem to fall off when I try to jump. Maybe not those, but you get the idea. Helps to break it up a little bit. Crimson wood would not work there, no. We did a test earlier. It's not crimson, it's purple. Found a woodland mansion before finding a mangrove swamp. Yeah, we got lucky, I think. We got lucky. Alright, that looks dumb. And I no longer like this combo. I wonder if we have to go jungle wood in here. Nope, too much of the same. We may have to go with like a stone or something. It's too bad that the mud bricks are so light colored. We could try the mangrove bark. I wonder what would be a good stone to go in there. Thanks, J Price. Appreciate that. I try to stagger things whenever I can. Try on keeping them interesting shapes. So it's gonna be a flower shop. I don't think any of the lighter stones are gonna work. Tough might be okay. No, we need something to kind of bring the warmth of the roof down. We may just have to go with like regular bricks. Pink glazed terracotta, the one with the flower petal on it. That's pretty boring too. Not the pink terracotta, I mean the brick. Huh. Maybe it just has to be like spruce. Like spruce planks and stuff. That goes over here. I've got a funny feeling that the bottom of this is going to be harder than the top. I almost want to give this like a little extra roof bit, even though it doesn't make any sense. Then we'd have to figure out how to fix that. But we could put a stair here. Finer details that I can work out later. I wonder if we can do something darker on the bottom, maybe? Maybe these will work on the bottom? No. Wow. You can really see how much purple is in this when you put it next to something that's like a warm brown. It's really got a lot of pink and purple in it. Just to see, I wonder what the muddy mangrove would look like. Muddy mangrove roots. Yeah. I mean, I doubt this is looking to look good. I'm more curious as to what this is going to look like next to spruce. The answer is pretty good. Not in this particular build, I don't think, but like if you were working on like a really rustic swamp hut or something, that would work very well, I think. Are these directional? Oh, they are. Wow, I was not expecting that. So that means you could do this way. Like that almost looks like dirty planks, right? Interesting. And it works well with the dark oak as well. So directional muddy mangrove roots. Muddy mangrove roots. When in doubt, Mojang has always gone with a longer name, just FYI. Because my joke is that because they love podcasters and want us to have to say the longest name possible. Podcasters and streamers. What was it? I was just gonna go get something else. try those. I might be able to make that look like it works. We might be able to make that work. Yeah, still too much pink in that to really jive. It goes well with this though. I'm curious if they ever come out with like a polished mud. Don't think they do. No. Oh, barrels might work too. I think the zombie is in the cave underneath us. It's too dark, and this will probably work though. I've done that a lot, so I'm hoping to do something different. Could also try this. No, that doesn't work. Thought it might be an interesting way to cover that up. Stripped jungle wood is pretty light, so it works, but it's very high contrast. Yeah, I'm tempted to leave the root stuff in there just for now. Just for now. Oh, that's probably going to be dark oak, but anyway. Not the best, but interesting to look at for now anyway. I feel like I need to do something more with the depth. I feel like I need to maybe push this out by a block and then give it a little bit more. I may also have to start finishing up this building next to it before we start to get too final with the choices, because something that I've come to realize in working on this project is like the things next to the thing that you're building matter almost as much, because like I've got a decent color palette going on here, so I know this is going to look pretty good next to this, but I don't know what blocks we're going to be using on the wall of this place, on the gable, so it might be a good time to kind of think about that. It's not going to be diorite, I can tell you that, because this is going to be mostly white, I think, so this place we should maybe bop over here after the break and take a look and see what I want to do there. And maybe this is the place we get to use the muddy brick or the muddy mangrove roots. So this is meant to be an explorer shop. It's got access to the upstairs, I think, over there. And not a very big space. We might have to knock out these here and have the stairs be a little bit more open. Because I imagine this is where the stairs are going to go to the next level. Whoops. Oh, not there. Yeah, that's more than likely what's going to happen there. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the crimson either. The warped wood is okay. I think we'll be able to find a use for it. We're going to go find that zombie, though, because that's going to drive me nuts. I'm pretty sure I know where he is. He might be underneath in the canal. I don't hear him, though. Oh, he's over there somewhere. Break time when you're ready, says Cosmic. Thank you. Cool. Folks, if you're new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. It is that time. I'm going to reheat my coffee and maybe grab a snack. You should too. Grab a friend. We'll be back in just a few more minutes. About 5 or 6 with more Minecraft in the Wild update. We're gonna try to find this guy right now. He's close, wherever he is. Oh, there's the cave. He's on a ledge somewhere, obviously. There you are. And he's got a creeper. Gunpowder. I think I see a spider. Missed him. Scratch 2. Actually, it might be a good idea to just go down here a little bit and light up a couple of these ledges. Because now that we've got the better lighting, whatchamacallit, the spawning rate stuff is now so different. I feel like we could probably have this be spawn proof quite easily. Oh yeah, look at all the guys. Cool. Where did I come in? Over here, I think. Cool. Fixed. Mike Brady. Thanks so much for the 100 bits. Hope you're having a great day. Appreciate you coming by. And thanks for the support. So we've been kind of poking around earlier today with this flower shop build, which I'm concerned that I don't have enough room inside for much of a shop. I guess we have room for maybe like a decent size counter here. We could also move this door a little bit, maybe. But like I said, I think I might want to create something a little bit more unique on the front of this. Maybe bring these out farther. Create a separate gable. I think that could be cool. All right, let's put all this stuff away. muddy stuff goes in there. You mentioned about wanting to just visit the deep, dark, ancient cities to collect skulk and skulk sensors. Are you planning on using them for building purposes, or do you have redstone projects in mind? I think the redstone is what has me interested about the skulk sensors. Although, see, there's no unique blocks in the ancient city, right? Like, it's just the skulk. So I wouldn't mind having an alternative to like a mob farm. Like an XP farm. I like the skulk block, but I don't see it being used in the medieval area very much, if at all. We might be able to do some cool stuff with, I'm not sure what it's called. It's the skulk growth, the skulk that kind of you can put over the top of blocks in the same way that you can do with like vines and lichen. That might be something we can play with, but it's mostly the redstone stuff with the skulk sensors that I'd be curious about. I just like the idea of making some automated farms that maybe don't require a lot of redstone. Hey, the mighty Elkhorn is here. Hello, Elkhorn. Hope you're having a good day. I saw the clip from your stream the other day, Elkhorn, of the McScrewgun Duggan diorama, which I found very, very funny. So next time I see McScrewgun, I'll have to pass that on. I thought that was great. I think Cosmic shared the clip, but it was very cool. All right, folks, let's think about what the explorer's shop might look like. I mean, I could do gray, like we could do brick, because I feel like there's not a lot. We've got some bricks here, we've got some bricks there, way over there. So I feel like we can get away with at least some bricks. But I'd like it to maybe... I'd like to maybe use some wood framing, but with smokers. So I need... We make smokers. Furnaces. And it's either going to be oak or I guess spruce logs. Dr. Potato, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I don't mind that. That's a cool idea to frame it. And then we can go across here like this. And then for the bottom, I don't know, I guess we could use cobblestone. Actually, maybe we can get away with some deep slate. Have it be like a really dark bottom. To do this with blocks that are found nowhere else, sort of biome landscape. I know what you're getting at, Cosmic. The problem is that I feel like the exterior of this build would still be made with things that you can get nearby here, if that makes sense. But I think maybe the inside we could get away with more like that. That's not bad. We'll add some texture to it, obviously. Ooh, that's gonna be tricky. We'll have to figure out how to do that. That roof may have to get a little bit taller. Although maybe not. I don't know if I want to push it too much farther. Too much farther. No worries, Dr. Potato. I appreciate that you get a run. It's all good. So I don't know if I want to have deep slate all along here. Yeah, I feel like we might be able to get away with some terracotta here, Cosmic, just to kind of follow up with your thought on a block that's a little bit farther away. Do I have any regular terracotta? Smurf588 tier 1 for 8 months in a row. Just popping in quick to say hi. I heard before I head out, have a great stream. Thanks so much, Smurf. Very much appreciated. Smurf is also a supporter of the Citadel Cafe podcast. So thanks again for that too. What's the name of that role? It's a bean counter? Bean counter, I think, is your technical title. We could try green too. Like the inn that we did has green terracotta in it. Although with the gray, that's kind of muddy. And that's too close to the dark oak. And that looks like barf, so no. I feel like orange is going to be way too bright. Plus there's orange in the roof next door. So what about just like regular terracotta? Do I have any? I don't think I do. Does not look like it. Maybe we should go get some. I think I had it in my landscaping box that I lost. That's unfortunate. What else? What other color would go good there? I guess part of the problem is that we don't know what color this building is going to be either. Wonder if this is where we should do the brown terracotta. I could see that working with the right combo of blocks framing everything in. Maybe not that particular block, but I didn't know you could access shulker boxes from behind. That's cool. I mean, it makes sense. But you could put all your shulker boxes backwards and not have to worry about putting anything in front of them, you know? Interesting. That could be kind of fun. Thanks for being awesome, Cosmic. I saw that coming, but I wasn't sure. You know, like that could work. That could work. Perhaps maybe on the gable, but... So that's good. What other block choices? I don't mind the lighter color, like the white. I guess... It's probably more important to figure out what blocks are going to go in this build. And I don't know if we're going to have a full beam there. We might have to just do slabs or something. We could try the old cyan terracotta. Again, I find that the terracotta in these situations is always a little bit too smooth. Yeah, it's a little bit on the bland side, huh? When you're working on a street full of builds like this, do you find it hard to get carried away in doing all the builds at the same time? No, actually. I've learned from art that it's like the best way to go about this kind of stuff is usually to kind of like not get pulled into the details, but you definitely want to make your block choices. Like you'll notice that we moved from the flower shop to the explorer shop and even started messing around a little bit with the tannery, the leather shop, because I feel like you kind of want to know what you're looking at. And I don't want this to look like a rainbow, you know? I kind of want it to all mesh together nicely. Patty C88 number 2, welcome in. Thanks for the follow. What could make for a funny wall texture, Sweet Sandy? Gotta remember we've got brown mushroom block too. Maybe this is the one where we use the muddy blocks, right? We've got mud, we've got bricks. These probably don't look very good next to the smokers though. I almost want to see what these bricks look like on the roof. How do we even do this? That, I guess. I don't mind that. It ties in nicely with next door. I'm worried that I'm getting a little bit too far away from all the gray though. Like I need to keep some gray in the building. Otherwise it's never going to look like it belongs here in the town, right? Oh, the bottom of shulker boxes, yes. Yeah. Jamming food in my face, so I couldn't comment, but then I thought it was fun to be here for a moment. You discovered that shulker boxes bottoms might be fun to use. Oh, I don't mean for texture. I just mean like when you open a shulker box, you have to make sure there's nothing in front of it, right? Otherwise it won't open. But like if I put a box here, I guess... Yeah, so you can't open that. But if I had a slab here, right, I could still access this, right? So you could have your storage with an empty space here. You could have all kinds of shulker boxes, and rather than having like shulker boxes all lined up and not being able to access them, you could have stuff in front of them. Like you could even have like a full stair and still access the shulker box. So like you wouldn't have to look at chests or anything. You could just have like little holes. I guess you could do the same thing with chests, but shulker box is a little bit more flexible. I'm thinking mostly like if you wanted to do like a sign. I imagine the sign might pop off, but like just for the sake of argument. There's a sign. Like, does this pop off the bottom? No. It doesn't pop off the front either, but... Just trying to think about what else you could put in front of it that might be... Well, you could even have a waterfall. You know, like you could have water coming down, hiding your entire storage, and you could just click on your storage through the water. So I don't mind the mud brick in the roof. Because I have a hard time with these new textures. They're good for roofs, but I'm having a difficult time figuring out like how to ground them. So like this combo of jungle wood and mangrove wood works, but what do you do on the bottom? And this combo of mud bricks and dark oak works, but what do you do on the bottom? Lurk doesn't do anything. It's just a way of letting people know that you're here, but you can't type. You know, maybe you're watching the stream and you're, you know, playing Minecraft yourself, or maybe you're doing the dishes, walking the dog, that kind of thing. It's more for people that are like regulars that, you know, have friends here and, or want to pop in and say hello to me, but then have to go, you know, can't stay, that kind of thing. I'm kind of thinking that we need to maybe limit the palette a bit. We obviously won't use those bricks there because they blend in too much with the road. But the trick now is finding out what to use for the gable portion. And I'm wondering if either packed mud or something else might work. We could even try packed mud as part of the roof texture too, if we wanted to get away from the busyness of the stairs. It's good, I just don't like it peeking out over the side like that. We'd have to do the same thing we did with the house next door. Or maybe we just work in more of these along the way. Maybe it's not an even roof, I don't know. I don't mind that shape change if we were consistent with it. Maybe we don't do it with that block. Maybe we just go up like this. A little bit too far with the slabs, I think. It makes a weird noise. I actually didn't notice that before. It makes a unique noise when you walk on it, too. It's quiet. It's weird that it's still wet. Like it has a squish to it. Yeah, I agree, Black Sheep. Interesting would be the polite way to say it. Yes, I've tried mud on a roof. It looks okay. Not for this roof, but yeah, it looks all right. I'm obviously missing blocks here. I might be doing this backwards, so we might have to change the way that I've got this set up, but sort of like that. Helps break up the monotony of the bricks. I find the mud bricks very repetitive. I think it's because of the bricks are smaller. So it's good. It just, you have to be careful. Ivana, thanks very much for coming back. Appreciate you popping by. Has the same beanbag quality that Deep Slate has. I get, oh, the sound, yeah. So I don't mind the bottom here, but I find it kind of boring. What do we want to do for the floor? Let's just do stone for now. I don't think the front is going to stay like that. I think we're going to have a probably a custom platform to come into. But yeah, that's not the best. Not the best. It's going to be a challenging roof anyway. I mean, we could just go with logs along here. That is on the inside. That's fine. Although it's a bit noisy. Yes, I do plan to make a Froglight farm. We have... I don't know if we've found a bastion on the server yet that has a magma cube spawner, but it's probably going to be better to do them in a basalt delta, and we've got several of those. That shouldn't be a problem. And there's several basalt deltas very close to the nether spawn in terms of our main nether hub, so it would be a farm that everybody could have easy access to, or I could just trade things, you know, with everybody. That could be a good way to go too. I think I can remember that this is going to be an explorer shop. I don't think I have to keep putting the sign down. Right. Have a massive lava lake in the basalt delta, and I want to make a frog-like farm. Yeah, I've got one with a big lake too. I was looking at actually making that lake into our new gold farm, but I think I need a lake that's in another wastes, right? Like that's for the zombie piglin super high powered gold farms, like you need nether wastes. Because what I want to do is I think I want to send the zombie pigmen into portals and send them into the overworld. I like these three textures together. I needed to remember the same of the new blocks. Yeah, so this is packed mud and mud brick are the two there. I don't know, I'm getting a very stripey feel, so I don't know if I necessarily love that aspect of it. I can't have this be on the edge though, because then it'll blend it in with the jungle wood. This is very close to the jungle wood in terms of its texture. So yeah, I'm not sold on the Explorers Guild being quite so boring. I guess this is where the second floor would be. really doesn't go very well. It's disappointing. Oh, come on. Gilded Blackstone? Nice. I get the sense you're trolling me, Cosmic. I'm not sure why I would ever think that, but that's the read that I'm currently getting. I feel like I like the white up there, but I would only use it on the second floor. And that should help separate it out from being so similar in tone, or sorry, in hue to this other build. I don't know where we would have the room to add manual trees to the Dartmouth Meadows tree farm. We'd add any expansion to the Dartmouth Meadows tree farm. We have to talk to, I think we have to talk to Steven and MacCast about it because they've got stuff right next door, right? I think that works. I don't think I necessarily like this crossbeam, but I feel like that's going pretty well. We should get some slabs and try to figure out where the indoor roof is going to be. I know most of our indoors are spruce, but like it makes it so much easier. Right, so I feel like the roof or ceiling, I guess, in here would be there. So that actually works. That might work there. Is that outside? No. Then this piece here would be coming in like here. A little on the low side. We might want to change. No, that should be fine. That's a wall. Yeah, I like the calcite up there too. I like the calcite up there too. We'll have to add a window or something in here so it's not just one giant wall. I'm only concerned because we've got calcite over here and can't really see it that much, but I'm just trying to think about all the different angles, right? But it's good because it's not too much from over here. It might be a lot coming down this road coming the other way. We'll have to see. No, that's fine. It's got enough of a depth change there, right? That I feel like it should be okay. Especially because this stuff down here is going to end up being a different block. Still not sold on the stone brick. I need to do more and get better at adding depth on the walls. Like, I feel like something we could do here maybe would be to grab like slabs, trapdoors, fences, stairs. I'm wondering if we can get away with something. It's up high enough that it's not going to touch the other build. So like if we had upside down stair there, and then trapdoor, or not that trapdoor, but now the hard part here is that I'd want this to go up higher. Or go this way. Of course, that doesn't work. It would if I put that the other way. Like, imagine doing that in all the different locations where we could. I don't know if that's too much. It might be a bit much. Maybe if we switch these sideways. The hard part then is that, like, what's the purpose of it, right? Has it been challenging for you to add switching to adding colors? I don't know about difficult. It's time consuming, I think, is the problem. It's just getting to know what blocks work well with the medieval type theme that we've got going right now, I think, is the main thing. I don't mind the polished stone along the bottom. It might be something as simple as changing this to andesite, you know, or something of that nature. No, too much like a grid. I mean, maybe the answer is staring me right in the face and it just needs to be plain old stone. I think because of how busy the roof is, we need to make the bottom floor easier on the eyes, right? Give a chance for the eye to rest. As much as I like these, we might be getting away from them. Oh, that's a hard no. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Wondering if we just need to get rid of those trapdoors, even though that was part of the idea. Helpful scaffolding is helpful. And that, I think, is the next time to take a break. So hopefully you've been enjoying this, and you're going to stick around. We're going to keep on messing around with new ideas and hopefully incorporating some of the new wild update blocks into the medieval build. I'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes. Devin Scarata coming in and gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Going out to Vegas Boz, Tellboy, the Black Sheep, Yasaki, I hope I'm saying that right, and Pensive Elephant. Thanks for the support, Devin. Very much appreciated. Y'all should connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts. Make sure you can get into the Discord. If Twitch is not your thing, you can also use Patreon or a Prime sub. Gifts and tier 1, they all lead to the Discord. So I do like the calcite on the top of this, so I think we're going to fill that in. Just kind of randomly, we'll just use the scaffold here. Get rid of all this. And did we finish the other side? I think we did. Oh no, this is the other one. Nope, not there. How is this going to work? Oh, I see. That's a wall. Sweet Sandy using 100 bits right after that gift sub bomb from Devin Scarata, and Cosmic Dancer sending us to a level 5 hype train with 10,000 bits. Holy smokes, Cosmic. Thank you so much to both of you, to all three of you. That means there's 4.5 minutes left. Level 4 of the hype train is complete, but we're 20% of the way into level 5 because y'all are awesome. All right, so that's wrong. That won't be there. I think I've changed this after making the initial layout. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that this has to come out more. I think that has to be larger. Because I think what we'll do is we'll put a smoker here. Yeah, I think we have to move. Well, we'll move the roof, I guess. We'll see. This could end up changing later. I don't want to get too bent out of shape on details. There we go. More bits. Holy cow, hype train. Liwas jumping in with 200 bits. Thank you so much. Cosmic Dancer saying, I want to round things up with 5,000 bits. Cosmic. This whole weekend, I just don't know what to say. Thank you so much. Liwas, good to see you. Welcome in, as always. And Dan, hey, I didn't see you come in and lurk. Good to see you. All right, what am I missing? I'm missing bricks, I guess. Want to figure out the back wall here. Don't know if that's what we want to do. I don't know if we want to carry those up to the top. I feel like I'm using every block in the book trying to get this to look right. Heavens to Murgatroyd? I think that's... Is that a Warner Brothers cartoon reference, Elkhorn? So we need to figure out what's happening here. That's going to be all roof parts. The upstairs here is not going to be very big. Cosmic Dancer! That's a massive, massive donation. Holy smoke. Offsetting some of those fees that go to Twitch with the bits. And a donation. Mic drop. Thank you so much, Cosmic. Wow. Hanna-Barbera, exit stage left. Elkhorn. I get it. Okay. I knew it was a cartoon. Holy mushroom dono hype. Nice, Elkhorn. Wow, Cosmic. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm just speechless. Thank you so much. We might end up switching these stairs around so that they don't come into the corner. We actually go down over here. I feel like that might work. That might work better. Feel like that works a bit better. Mackie Moose, hello, welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. And again, Cosmic, I just don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I mean, I do know what to say about this build, and then it's kicking my butt. That much I know. I think that sort of works. Nope. Yeah, I'm not so sure about these cross beams. And we definitely need to continue. I think we need to continue the beams vertically. If not these particular textures, then at least a similar texture. Yes, Mecky Moose. We've been trying to incorporate some of the wild update blocks into the medieval area to varying degrees of success. This is mangrove wood, so stripped mangrove logs, mangrove planks, mangrove trapdoors, and jungle wood, and jungle signs. And then this is dark oak, obviously, with mud brick and, pack mud and mud brick. But we're struggling with just like the inside layout, and I'm okay with some of this. I don't mind the white, but we're going to have to come up with a more... Well, we've got some room here, so like we could bump this out a bit. I could push this. I think this is a more interesting corner not to have this be too bold there, but we could better balance this out if we had another smoker here. Right? But then that puts this off, right? So I don't know. Well, we'd move this in, I guess. Nice way to add a little bit of depth. I'm not sure what it goes to. Maybe there's a window or something up here. I guess we could push this out. But that doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. I was hoping not to lose space in here. Oh wow, that's rough. Yeah, I think we might have to push this roof out just a little bit farther. We could do something interesting there, which would be nice, because then it would be something cool to look at. Yeah, it is tricky, because I don't think I gave enough thought to it when I was first laying it out. I like the front. Like, I like the front layout, and I think we can make that work, no problem. Which is why I'm not spending any time on it, because I've basically decided, like, yes, I know I can make this work. It's just, I'm having trouble with this texture. Like, I don't know what to put here. And the stone bricks just feel really kind of boring. But I can't think of something else to put in there. This has been kind of like a brainstorm day anyway, which is fine. So you just have to kind of mentally prepare yourself to not have a lot of success. Like you kind of have to put in the work before you're going to be happy with stuff. So I guess we'll just leave it like that. One thing I should do is, well, one, we should maybe step away from this for a second, and maybe we'll even have some of this kind of come out like that. I don't know. And I think I'm gonna switch over and try to take a look at this other building. I need the calcite, so we'll keep the calcite and the diorite. So here I used some quartz, which I think would be a good way, because then it gives us all the different quartz blocks that we could use in that tower, which could be very, very helpful. But again, I'm struggling with what to do with the bottom of it. I don't think I like the smokers here. I think I'd want to go with something else, but I'm also wondering if we can get away with... I don't think we can get away with any warped wood. We might be able to get away with some copper. Maybe. It's just so bright. That's really similar in color too. Thanks, I like the tower too. So we've got smooth quartz. There's no quartz walls, right? No, only diorite walls. Don't really have much for quartz, do I? Right, so there's only stairs and smooth stairs. No brick stairs, that's okay. Yeah, I find quartz is challenging as well. Because of the warm tone to it, it can be a little bit tricky. One thing though is that it does give us some more options in terms of, like, you know, being able to have... I guess I should just bring all the quartz. We'll try the regular stone, or the regular quartz with the line on it. I find them impossible to see in the inventory, right? Like you just, it's so hard. But I know I don't want the tower to be diorite. Like I know that's the no. We might end up using some warped fence posts and stuff eventually. Because what I'm thinking is that we can maybe get away with some diorite walls or fences or something in through here. And then we can switch to smooth quartz here. But that might not look the best. We might have to go with a higher contrast block. Yeah, using quartz to trade with masons. I should really set up a mason so that I don't have to go mining for quartz. Well, the good news is I like the quartz a lot better than I like the diorite. The bad news is I don't like the diorite wall. So maybe we'll switch to something else. I've got a funny feeling andesite would probably look good there. Oh, do I not have more? I don't have more smooth quartz. At least I don't think. I don't know, maybe we put something a little fancy there. Might be able to even get more vertical feel out of it with the quartz pillar. But even then, that starts to feel like it gets a little bit too fancy. You know, like it's... I need to keep it... I want it to be decorative, but I don't want it to look like it's crazy over the top. I like that little bit of quartz there. I feel like I like the diorite. Not diorite, sorry, andesite. I've always appreciated your comments to things like color, temperature, and tones. Oh, thanks. Just wish I could remember things. So the easiest thing to remember is that tone has to do with lightness and darkness, and hue has to do with color. And then warm hues are like reds and browns and yellows and oranges, and then cold or cool colors are usually purples and blues and greens. Green can be warm too, though, because everybody associates green with life, you know, with plants. So greens can feel warm, or they can feel cool, which is, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because green is yellow and blue, so warm color, cool color, and it combines. What do you do to overcome builder's block? Take a break. I'm doing it right now. You know, I wasn't really making much progress on that other build, so we're just kind of popping over to something that had progress across the road. You know, like this was not coming together as quickly as I wanted to, so I'm just kind of popping over here and experimenting a bit. Don't really know. Definitely don't want these logs in here. Trying to figure out something that goes well with the quartz, right? So it needs a little something else, whatever that happens to be. Well, for one, we're going to have to extend the roof a little bit. Another good thing to do when you're getting builder's block is playing a different game. You know, I find, you know, we've talked about it on Spawn Chunks recently. Pixarifs is spending a lot of time playing Elden Ring and getting a lot of inspiration from that, right? So, you know, Elder Scrolls, World of Warcraft, maybe even something like Minecraft Dungeons. Like if you've got an itch to play Minecraft, but you just can't figure out what to build, maybe play Minecraft Dungeons for a bit and see what you can get going on there. So if I extend this roof, I think it'll look good. Definitely makes it look more interesting. It's the kind of thing where I'm wondering if we might want to put like a border on this as well. It looks like I decided that a birch floor would be good, and I like that, so that's a solid idea too. Sometimes you just have to take the ideas that are working and kind of work them through the build. Yeah, I mean, like, we'll have to come up with something for the corners to make them look substantial. I think I like that better. Just don't know what to do at the bottom. I guess we could just take it straight down, right? A lot of times I treat this stage like sketching, like I'm just kind of going with the ideas that work. You know, it's Minecraft, so you can very quickly iterate and move things around. I mean, obviously we'll remove this. That. Oh, I'm out. I do like Minecraft Dungeons. It focuses on my two favorite mobs, villagers and illagers. Have mobs and blocks that is not in the main game, and the gameplay reminds me of Diablo a bit. Oh, it's definitely a Diablo inspired game, for sure. I want to go as far as to say that I think in a dev interview I've heard them say that it was a direct inspiration for... You gotta remember too, like the people that work at Mojang, like they've played all kinds of games and they've likely taken inspiration, you know, from all kinds of stuff. What's like me, like I'm taking inspiration from other builds and things that I've seen and whatnot. Sometimes I pull something completely out of my head, but most of the time I'm taking inspiration from something. A new Minecraft game next year? What? Minecraft Legends. Oh, cool. Won't have time to go read it right now. We'll probably talk about it on the show tomorrow. It's a lot of gray, so we might have to work on that. Just released a preview. Cool. Wonder if it has anything to do with like lore in the game. The name certainly makes it sound like it. Actually, that wouldn't be there, would it? So what happened there? Oh, I see. And then this comes all the way over here. So it's going to be a really small upstairs, but that's fine. We're going to be sacrificing some of this stuff. Oh, I didn't bring any stairs. That was silly. That's the impression you got from the preview video, was that it was lore? Interesting. The red roof of the flower shop is eye-catching on the minimap. Oh, it is, yeah. Look at that. Look even cooler when it's all finished. It's sort of like this one here, the butcher shop has jungle wood and brick. And you know, this one stands out too. A little bit. Obviously that's going to change directions. Oops. So if we do anything here, it's just going to be a ladder. It's not going to be anything too fancy. I'm tempted to change the color of this little bit here on the bottom, but I don't know what we would use to highlight it. I wonder if it would be good to use the other prismarine, to give it kind of like, if we did that with the other prismarine, it might help it look like it has a shiny or a lighter edge to it, you know? It's been a long time since I've worked with prismarine. It's a little bit too light, I think. I wonder if the one that changes color will be easier on the eyes. A little bit, yeah. I wish there was a texture that we could work into the dark prismarine to have it be a little bit more useful. Less repetitive. Although I also have to remember that we've got copper. Even though we don't have oxidized slabs yet, we could also try this. That actually might be the better of everything. So it's got a nice, it's not nearly as bright as the prismarine. A good bit darker. We just have to wait. That's all right. I play a lot, so this shouldn't be too big of a deal. Now it really looks like a smorgasbord. I guess that's the other thing. We could make this entire roof copper instead of dark prismarine, and then we'd have all the different kinds of copper to play with. That could be really fun. That could be a really good idea. Have fully oxidized copper everywhere on the edge, but then have other copper bits on the inside. We might still be able to use some of the dark prismarine, like down around the bottom, or in like little corners and stuff. Waiting. Who has time for that? Yeah, really though. I hear you. That reminds me, while I think about that, what I should do is take some of these and we'll just go, where's a good spot? I guess out here. There. Beautiful. I should have done that a long time ago. Right. I think we can put those away. It's really getting difficult to remember where I'm putting all this stuff. English does steal all the good words, I agree. All right, well, I feel like we've made a decent amount of progress in terms of just the overall feel for coming down around this corner, right? So we've got, these are finished and I'm very happy with them, including this build here, the one with the light roof. And I feel like that's pretty good. Like, I'm not getting, they're unique, but neither one of them are kind of smacking me in the face. Like, this was very bright at first, but because we've added the calcite in here, I feel like it's balancing things out. And obviously when this oxidizes, it'll be a lot better. I'm not entirely sure about the andesite. We'll have to figure that out. We might benefit from making this look like it's all one building and then just have a different color roof. Because this is just a really tiny spot. We could potentially even have like a door here. Like maybe this is where, well, maybe not there. Maybe it's here. Right, like maybe this is where the person that runs the candle shop lives, you know? Candle shop, very little upstairs, just the tower. But then maybe this, you know, I kick myself in the shorts all the time for making builds too small. So maybe we change and have that build also have a green roof. It would make it more interesting. We'd have to break it up somehow though. because this is a lot of green. And I don't know if I'd necessarily want... Well, you know, having that be green would set it apart from all the other brown around it too, right? So there's options. There's options. But yeah, coming around the corner here, you can see we're gonna have to make sure that this has some sort of color to it. It's not gonna be red nether brick, but like when you come around the corner, you go from this very cool contrasty gray, then you get the color of what will be the flower shop, more color here, some nice whites, some orange in the leather shop, browns again. And we'll have plants and stuff all throughout this too, right? So, yeah. A lot of work today with some of the new blocks from the wild update. We've got mud brick, packed mud, mangrove planks, and stripped mangrove wood, logs. This is jungle wood and jungle signs. Also the mangrove trapdoors. They may not stay exactly there, but I feel like we could probably make something with them that would be worthwhile up here. And then beyond that, we're just trying to figure out what pallets work with what. Obviously, I need to wait for this copper to oxidize before I use that in the build. But I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're going to trim this with copper, or maybe the whole roof is copper. I don't know. I do like the contrast between the tower and the darker prismarine though, so we'll see. Anyway. If you've enjoyed this, leave a like before you take off. Don't go anywhere because we are going to pass you on to somebody else playing Minecraft. I was hoping to get to my other Lego stream this weekend, but I think I'm going to save that for like a Monday or Tuesday. I don't have a lot left, so a short weekday stream would probably be best for that. You can follow the Spawn Chunks and the Citadel Cafe wherever you can find a podcast. They're both free. New episode of Spawn Chunks comes out tomorrow. Pixelriffs and I will be talking about our first impressions of the Wild update. Pixelriffs has gone and encountered the Warden and explored the Deep Dark, which you can check out on his YouTube channel if you haven't already. And yeah, lots to report this week. The Citadel Cafe is also going to be back this week. I believe I'm going to be recording with Brockett on Wednesday. So look forward to details about that in the Discord. And that's going to be it for me, folks. I will pass you on to, I think, the Frog Queen is a good suggestion. Thank you very much, Cosmic. Speaking of, thank you, Cosmic. Thank you, Cosmic. My gosh, thanks for the support today. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everyone that used bits, that used a tier 1 sub, that used a Prime Gaming sub. I know that, I mean, it's an interesting time we live in, and I truly appreciate the support. You all are just very kind, and I could not do this without you. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to be here, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.